It's not a meme, guys. I literally film without pants.
Supreme victory!
What's going on, guys? I want to talk about Tess Holliday. She is a fat acceptance activist and a body positivity advocate. She's also a plus size model, and she wrote a book that is called
The Not So Subtle Art of Being Fat.
No, I'm not a fan of body positivity or fat acceptance. And actually, I scrapped a video that I made about Cancer Research UK versus Sophie Hagen, where she had a problem with Cancer Research UK talking about how obesity causes cancer and a whole bunch of other things, but it was mainly about cancer, of course, but that is one of the things that can cause cancer. And of course, she was like, this is fat shaming and blah, 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 this and that, and it turned into a big thing. And then, of course, the cancer research shat all over her saying, we're just stating statistics and we want people to not get cancer. You know, not being morbidly obese will reduce your risk of getting cancer. That's a good thing. But she's like, eh. And of course, Tess Holliday is one of those people as well, that if you say anything against, you know, being a fucking land whale, it's just super problematic and you're fat shaming. And it's like, they never want to admit that, no, maybe we're just trying to save lives and try to have people be more healthy. But let me get into why I'm bringing her up. So Tess Holliday recently landed the cover of Cosmopolitan. And I guess that's a major achievement. I know that magazine's been around for a long time. Like, you always hear about women talking about Cosmo this, Cosmo that. And it probably has a lot to do with you know, beauty standards and things and certain trends and stuff like that. So she and then a lot of fat acceptance people and body positivity people thought this was a massive achievement, and we're like, hell yeah, you know, we got this really super fat chick on here, so now we can show that it's a hell of a lot more acceptable. Hell yeah, this is gonna make everybody feel so good. All the fat people, all the fat little girls gonna feel so good. And I'm just thinking, no, that's not the best idea. No. Now, of course, there's backlash and there's a lot of things that I agree with, but I'm going to get into some of the other points where one of the major points that people are saying that y'all are reading way too much into this. This is just simply, you know, a woman who happens to be fat that was chosen. You know, she is a plus size model, by the way, so they happen to choose her. But that is so silly. That is so ignorant, and that is so downplaying what is happening. This is definitely strategic. And Tess admits this herself. Phew, I'm literally a Cosmo girl. I can't believe I'm saying that. Crying emoji, crying emoji. Thank you at Cosmopolitan UK for this incredible opportunity. If I saw a body like mine on this magazine when I was a young girl, it would have changed my life. And the amount of comments that I saw from young fat girls that are like, I wish this would have happened so long ago because I just want to feel accepted, blah, 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 this and that. And look, I don't want to be completely heartless. I understand that it is annoying and it is hard to be young and fat, especially a young fat girl. Hell, I was a young fat boy. Like, I was really fat and it was really fucking annoying, but I was really funny and charismatic, so I didn't get shat on all the time. I only had siblings that would fucking talk shit because that's what siblings do. But, you know, it's way worse when it's a little girl and stuff like that. But I don't think the answer is to just accept that you're fucking morbidly obese. You know what my answer was? Playing football.
Football!
I played Pop Warner and I shredded the weight. And I kept most of it off. Now, of course, my weight has fluctuated, especially when I finally quit sports in high school. Then all I would do is just eat fucking Mexican food and drink 40s. And I think that part of my life is over, okay? But I'm just saying that it still fluctuates, but I'll never go back to that when I was just this sloppy, disgusting filth with no muscle definition. I never want to be that person again. And I think that people should strive to that because you will feel better. You will feel better, and you don't have to force yourself to look the other way and also ignore all of the mental and health problems that you have when you are that big. Now, speaking of mental and physical problems, this is where the biggest problem comes in, you know, because we should be advocating body positivity by being fit, by being healthy, by eating right and exercising regularly. That would be the greatest thing that we can do. But, you know, instead, other people want to just go and make excuses. There are people that are fat activists that are saying that, oh, there's nothing wrong with being morbidly obese. Like, you can be completely healthy and be like 400 pounds, which is just asinine. That is completely asinine. I mean, just evidence without even going into statistics, just look at old people. I want you to do me a favor and just examine old people. Go to a convalescent home or just look at old people in general when you're walking down the street or whatever. What do you notice about old people? The vast majority of them, 9 times out of 10, are very thin. They're very thin because to be able to live up to that, 80s, 90s, whatever, you more times than not, you can't be morbidly obese. You probably won't make it. Of course, you will see exceptions. There will always be contrarian points. Obviously, there's always going to be examples, but that is going to be a minority because the people that are really huge, and someone that I cared about a lot, one of my first teachers in my private school, she was huge and she died in her 50s. Type 2 diabetes, all these problems, her feet were all swollen, all these, just telltale signs of that you're really unhealthy when you're that big, with a really bad lifestyle. And it sucks because she really taught me a lot of things. And I really cared about her. And it sucks that her life was cut down so short because of that. And that's the type of stuff that a lot of people face. And it's like, you need to just recognize that you may not live to 70 or 80. Hell, you may not live to 60 something, just depending on where you're at with your body and what your body can handle. But I just think that maybe we should just, at the very least, admit to ourselves that it is not healthy and it is not a good thing. If you want to be comfortable in your own skin, that is cool. But just at the same time, you can also admit that, hey, this isn't the best thing, this isn't the best thing. This is not the best thing. I shouldn't really be trying to push my insecurities and say that it's okay and push it on to everybody else. And here's another thing. We already accepted that anorexia is really bad and we shouldn't advocate for that. There's a lot of women that get caught up in the model industry and all this stuff and they're all becoming bulimic and stuff and they're anorexic and whatnot and they're just skin and bone. We've seen this time and time again, and we totally shame this. There's movies made about this stuff. I remember seeing a movie with Amy Jo Johnson, the Pink Ranger, about this very subject, and I thought, man, this is what a lot of women actually go through. This is crazy. And obviously, people are just shitting all over that because it's not healthy. It is not healthy. You can die being too skinny as well. You can be too weak. Your heart can stop. A lot of things, a plethora of things. And now what we're trying to do is just flip it and be like, you know what? It's cool if you're fat as shit. And it's like, no. It's not cool. It shouldn't be cool. There are other things that we condemn too, like say super hard drugs, if they fuck your life up like meth and heroin and stuff like that, and you see people just turning terrible, and there's no advocating for that. We recognize that it's bad. Now I say, if this is the lifestyle that you want to live, okay, whatever, but let's not advocate for it. Let's not say to our kids, you know what, dude, it's totally fucking cool, right? It's totally chill if you want to be like this. Now lastly, I just want to say that I am not the thinnest person in the world. I could stand to lose a good 20 pounds or more, and I'm actually gonna work on that because I'm always worried about losing my gains, right? I'm always worried about losing my gains, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna whip my ass into shape a lot more, and then I kind of just like, all right, I don't want to lose too much muscle mass, but I kind of come to the term and the conclusion that I could stand to lose a little bit of muscle mass as well. And I know some women will be like, no, I like you, I love how you're all thick and shit, but I'm like, you know what, dude, I want to feel a little bit better and I want to move a little bit quicker, so I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I'm going to be kicking ass a hell of a lot more than I've ever been. I'm actually riding to the beach thoroughly. It's a 28-mile round trip, which is fucking brutal for my bad knee and my bad hip, but I push through it because I like being healthy and getting active. I feel amazing. I feel so good when I'm sweating my endorphins, man. I'll get a shot of dopamine after I'm finished and I just relax. It's so fucking good. And to all you people that are really big out there, this isn't just a shit all over you. Most people that I know that are really, really overweight recognize it and they do want to do something about it. And I commend you for that. I know it's not easy. And that's the fucking thing. We all know life isn't easy. And we know that some of the best things in life are very difficult to get. So why would this be any different? Some people are fucking blessed with superior genes where they can eat fucking heaps of garbage and then they'll be absolutely fine. And I am not one of those people. If I eat fucking 4 slices of pizza and one day, fucking 2 days later, I already see it on my gut. So I have to not splurge and I have to work out twice as hard. but that's okay. I'm willing to make that sacrifice because that's how I was built. Whatever. And you guys can do it too, man. So I just like, you know what, Tess, like, I wouldn't really give a shit if you, and I'm addressing this to you, I don't even know, you're not gonna watch this. I know you don't give a fuck, or you don't even know who I am. But I'm just saying, if you want to be on Cosmopolitan, but you also recognize that, you know what, this isn't the most healthiest lifestyle, and I don't think women should be striving for my body, but I'm okay with my body, and if I die young, so be it. And I'd be like, you know what, dude, that's really all I can ask of you. It would be nice if you worked out, you know, if you actually stepped on a treadmill or something, or just went walking around the block. You would shed fucking pounds, heaps of pounds, but hey, to each their own, I guess. But that's all I really wanted to say. I just wanted to rant about this. There's a million other ways this can be taken into, and there's a lot of people that are going to make videos about this, and I'm going to leave it to them. The people that are going to use statistics, and they're going to talk about, like, say in the United States that heart disease is the #1 killer. So it's, yeah, we should definitely do something about it. We should definitely, you know, maybe try to make a conscious effort with trying to get people to eat less and be healthier, you know, but I'm going to leave it to the other people. So what do you guys think about the situation? I'm assuming that most of you agree with me. Maybe there's some people that don't, and that's great, you know. Maybe you're like, fuck you, who the fuck are you, you piece of shit? And I'm like, hey, all right.